Hello students, today we are going to discuss formal and informal communication. What is formal communication? Formal communication refers to the flow of official information through proper predefined channels and routes. Any kind of communication that takes place officially in an organization, in an office, and which follows a proper protocol is called formal communication. The flow of information is controlled and needs deliberate effort to be properly communicated. Formal communication follows a hierarchical structure and a chain of command. There is a distinct system of hierarchical structure in any kind of office where the communication flow is supposed to take place. And this structure is typically top to bottom, from leaders in various departments and senior staff in the organization, which funnel down to lower level of employees. Employees are bound to follow formal communication channels while performing their duties. Formal communication is considered effective as it is a timely and systematic flow of communication. Formal communication is very essential for the smooth working of an organization. In a traditional structure, the communication always flows from the top to the down, from the senior staff, or we can say from the managerial level to the lower level of employees, and it follows a distinct route of communication. What are the different types of formal communication that takes place in an organization or in an office? These are memos, intranet, meetings, conferences, formal one-on-ones, bulletin boards. Memos you have already understood. Memos are the short official notes. Intranet is the internal networking system where communication is shared within the organization by the employees only. Meetings, you understand. Conferences, you already know. Formal one-on-ones is meeting between two persons in an official setting, in a formal setting. Then bulletin boards, or you can also call notice boards. Handouts, usually given during the time of presentations. Letters, all kinds of official letters, presentations, speeches. Notice boards, organizational blogs where articles related to the organizations are written. Then emails from managers and leaders, all containing official related work issues. So these are some of the different types of formal communication used within the organization. As we have got an idea of what is formal communication, now let us also look to the other side. What is informal communication? We have seen that formal communication has a distinct route to follow, usually from the top to the bottom. But here you see, informal communication moves freely within the organization and it is not bound by any predefined channels and communication routes. It is completely the opposite of the formal system. It has no fixed route. It has no predefined channels. It moves freely. It can move from bottom to the top, top to the bottom, or maybe horizontally also. It is very fast. Informal communication takes place very quickly. It is more relational than formal communication. It is very natural form of communication. Why? Because people interact with each other freely. We humans have a tendency to mix up with people because we are social beings. That's why it's very natural that informal communication will also take place as we meet people. And when we talk, we are not bound to talk only of some predefined topics. We can discuss about diverse range of topics, often extending outside of their work duties. In informal talk, we don't talk about the office work all the time. We talk about our family, we talk about our interest, hobbies. We can discuss anything which is not related to our duties. Due to the inherent nature of informal communication, it moves a lot faster and does not have a paper trail. Of course, we understand informal communication will not be bound by any kind of written communication formalities. Therefore, it is bound to move a lot faster than the formal type of communication. It is often named as grapevine because it can flow in any direction and generally begins with employees through social relations. Informal communication is also considered effective because when employees of an organization discuss seriously something about work related issue, it helps the management by saving the time and money, which the management should have maybe taken the lead in organizing a meeting or a conference where the people will get together and discuss the work. Sometimes it happens that the employees, they talk all these important issues by themselves without any kind of formal setting, and this in fact really helps the management. That's why it is sometimes considered effective also. It also helps to build more productive and healthy relationships in the workforce. When people mix freely and talk, they are sometimes binded, and it helps them to build healthy relationships in the workforce. We have discussed the types of formal communication. Now let us have a look at the types of informal communication. Gossip. When informal communication takes place, it is always called a gossip. Single strand. Here, each persons communicate with the next in the single sequence, one after another. Then probability chain. In the probability chain, each individual randomly tells another individual the same piece of information. They do not follow any kind of sequence, but randomly they pass on the messages to somebody else. And in this way, like a grapevine, the messages spread fast and far. Another form of informal communication is cluster. Cluster, we know it's a group. In cluster network, a person will receive information and choose to pass it on to their cluster network, to their own group, or to keep the information to themselves. Then next, it might happen that each individual will pass on the information to the next group of network. This is all we have to discuss today. Thank you.